Day trading is all about probabilities. As a day trader, you want to know the probability of winning for each of the strategies. For example, what is the percentage for a trendline breakout will win in the end, leading to a good trade? What about the percentage of pivot levels, the measured moves, or even other strategies? Here, I'm going to show you an example of how to identify the probabilities of each of the strategies and combine all of them together for successful trading. Let's have a look at this chart. Apparently, there is a wedge going down, and then even though it is going down, the market could break up to the upside or to the downside. It doesn't matter. But the wedge shape will give you a high probability of a winning trade. Then what you're expecting is that in this example, it's breaking upside, then it pull back, and then it's gonna go up more. And you're anticipating for 3 legs for the uptrend. Then what is the probability of this wedge breakout leading to a win trade? From historical data or from your own analysis, you will see that over 80% of the wedge breakout will lead to a huge trend. It's a very good trading opportunity. The flatter the wedge here, the stronger the breakout. Normally after the wedge breakout, there will be 3 legs. So the second leg probability normally is almost 100% if the breakout is strong. And the third leg is almost 80%. How you can decide the percentage? Go back to the historical chart and find out all the wedge breakout and then do the counting. Then what is the probability for the fourth leg here? It depends. Most of the time, if you check the only hedge breakout chart, the fourth leg probability is very small. So normally you don't want to trade it. But under some other situations combining with other strategies, other signals together, you could trade. So it really depends. And in this example, I can show you this fourth leg is tradable. Breakouts of the wedge can take different forms, or even the wedge shape could be different on each day. How do you tell whether it is strong or not, and then decide the percentage? Take this for example. This is the first leg here. And then where's the top? Here is the top. So this top, you can see that is higher than the previous high here, here, and here. It's higher than these 3 previous highs. That means this breakout is strong. So you can say that the second leg probability is higher, or even for the whole wedge shape, over 80% of the time it's gonna lead to a huge trend. If we draw a line of the highest points of the 3 points here, you can see clearly that the first leg pierces this line greatly. And then, as the market goes, you may want to change your decision on the strength of the trend, depending on what's the second leg performance. Take a look at the second leg here. The top is here for the second leg up. And then it is higher than even the previous high here. And then if we draw the same line across the previous high, you can see that it pierced this. So this is also a sign of a high probability for this wedge. Another sign is that for the second leg here, we can see there are 2 consecutive big trend bars. Take a look at the trend bars. It's much bigger than all the previous bars, even for the past hour. So that's why you can decide that this wedge breakout to the upside is very strong, and then the high probability leading to a third leg. What other support and resistance levels do we have here? Actually, we do not have a previous day high and low on this chart. They're too far from the wedge breakout here. But we do have a PP line here. You can see that it is here. So if you have a look at the historical data, what is the percentage the market will hit this PP level? I can tell you almost 100%. So you should be confident that the market, if it goes up, it will have to touch this PP level. And after it touches the PP level, ignore it and then penetrate it. This means strong trend as well. And take a look at the third leg here. We see 4 consecutive bull bars here, and then the range here is larger than the first leg and also larger than the second leg. So that means it increases the probability for the fourth leg up here. What else do we have that can put into the chart to help you with the trading? As a day trader, you're trading volatility, daily volatility. So you should know how much the market will move on a single day. And then what is the average of the range? And then what's the percentage for each of the levels? Let me show you an example. For this instrument, it doesn't matter if it is Forex, it is futures, stocks, options, it doesn't matter. You want to know if it is going up, assume that there is a low in the previous hours, and then what is the range they can reach to. I can tell you that 90% of the time that the market will go up here. That is based on the historical analysis. So that's why when you are trading here with a pullback for the wedge breakout, you need to be confident that because 1 out of 10 business days that it will keep below this line. But 9 times that it's gonna go up above this level. So that's why based on this information, you want to hold your position, or even you want to do a swing trading to gain more profit rather than just scalping for the second leg or the third leg. Then how do we trade for the fourth leg up here? There are few signs to support the trading for the fourth leg. First, for this wedge breakout, it's very strong. Uptrend, and especially for the third leg up here, you can see that it's super strong. It's larger than the first leg and the second leg, and also it penetrates PP very strongly. So this is the first sign that it could lead to a fourth leg. Another thing is that I already mentioned that if it is 90% at the top, for sure there's a high probability for you to do a fourth leg. And then the third sign is this PP. This PP previously, it could serve as a resistance, but ignore it. And then it goes down, pull back to test the PP again. So this PP becomes a support level. So combining the 3 signs or 3 strategies together, you're confident that after you see this bull bar, very good trend bar, the body accounts over 60% of the whole candlestick, then you want to trade up. There is another technique called measured move. Measured move is very powerful when you decide how far the market will go and then specify your profit target. Because sometimes simply using the risk and the return ratios will get you maybe not that much profit, or it is not very reasonable. But measured move is something like a human's mental there. So that's why it is more reliable, especially for the strong trend that can lead to second and third leg up. How do we do the measure move for this wedge breakout? Let's measure first for the distance of the first leg. We measure from the bottom of the first leg, which starts with the first bull bar here, until the top of the first leg finish. So then you can see this is the distance for the first leg. And then if you're trading the pullback here, you can see that this is the signal bar. If you want to trade up, what is the appropriate profit target based on the measured move? Here, we measure from the bottom of the pullback and then to the top with the same distance. Then you can see that if you enter the market in this bull bar here, and then within this bar, you're gonna meet your profit target. And then this is exactly the same distance with the first leg here. And also interesting thing to learn is that here, you can see this hammer, bear bar, with a tail at the top, a bigger tail at the top. That's because other traders are using the same measure move technique to take the profit. And also another thing is that if you do a line across to see this is the previous high, it's almost there. This is also a kind of resistance for some of the traders. That's why the pullback happens here. What is the probability for the measure move? In a strong trend, the probability for measure move is over 80%. It's very reliable. So for the third leg here, we can do the same thing, measure from the bottom of the pullback here and then up. But this time you can see for sure it meets the target here, but it goes even further. But it really doesn't matter. So you should have your profit target fixed and then do not just override it, even if you are seeing the market is very strong, but keep to your profit target. Just to sum up, for this chart, how many trading strategies do you have? First, we have the trend line for the wedge breakout here, and then we also have the measured move to measure the leg up. We have the pivot levels with the percentage, and we also have our average trading range, and then tell us how confident we are to going up to which level.